Okay. Sorry about that. All right. We are live. I said that I would go live around like late 7 to early 8, which I have, of course. And already the stream has got 2 likes. That's great. Hello, guys. Has any comments left? Yes, there has been. Lisa left a comment first. Yes, you were the first to arrive. And Anday is here. Hey, good to see you too. And not to mention that this is the first stream for the new year. Ain't that the truth? So, I hope all of you guys have had a good, happy, belated new year and all that. I have, because the first few days for this month they've been pretty good, you know? I mean, even like, say, as of today, because I've just been sitting around, you know? But at the same time, I did do some recording earlier today. Hey, what do you look at that? It's the green room. Yes, it is. Well, the green screen backdrop, yeah. I did this before. I mean, I've been meaning to do this kind of thing of like recording, like having like doing a live stream like this on the tripod and with the green screen in the background, which I finally did in the last stream I did for New Year's. But yeah, so I've got YouTube playing on the TV. I always have YouTube playing on the TV. When I'm not watching a movie or anything like that, yeah, I always have it on for my enjoyment. So, I haven't put the time, like, because I guess I need to check because the option to, before going live, you put the title in the stream. I think next time when I go live again, I'll have to check that out. So, anyways, so to hello to whom is here. Going live as I promised. I promised that I would go live. In spite of what happened in the last stream I did, where I started it. I stated that I was gonna start the last stream around like, around like say early 11, which I did, but not a lot of people showed up. But maybe this time, because I am technically starting the stream early in the evening, so let's see who all is here. Did I hear the news of Disney? Amblin and Ed were both working and making on a live action. Well, if it's possible, I hope that Disney is involved because I don't think it would be right if, like, someone else took over, because I'm just saying, since, like, the rights to Roger Rabbit were returned to the creator, whom I am friends with on Facebook, well, let's hope that, he'll still want Disney and Amblin to be involved. I don't know. Just, it's his business. He's the creator, after all. Hey there, Izzy. Nice to see ya. All right. Also, this will come in a little later, showing off my Blu-ray collection. I will be doing that. Yeah. Hello, Kogios. It's good to see you here. Yeah, I hope that things have been going real. Yes, as I explained, they have been going pretty well. The first few days of this month, the new year. And yeah, because as of yesterday. Well, you saw yesterday's vlog, right? So you know that I was out with my dad and we visited my Nana, whom is at a different hospital, but also went to eat at Five Guys. Then we did a bit of shopping at Walmart. I just had to get a few things at Walmart because technically I actually went to the country store. If any of you have the country store wherever you live, there's one down the road, not that far from where I live, and I did get quite a good chunk of things. But at Walmart I did. So if anybody saw that that vlog yesterday, hold on. Seems like you're awfully close to... Yes, I am Kogias. That is a fact. What does Andy say? Which do you think is better, the Avatar or James? I mean, they're both different from one another, right? Sure, they share the same name, but still, you know. And unfortunately, I never really watched Avatar, Last Airbender, you know. I have a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, also including, nice, the Iron Giant. I never had an Iron Giant VHS. I only had the DVD and I had the Blu-ray, which I will show. Spoilers. Well, I don't know, because, like, I think up until there's a good majority of people, I don't know. Until, like, a more majority of people show up, that's probably when I'll start showing off the Blu-ray collection. Yeah. I don't know, because, like, I haven't really checked if there's been... I'm sure there has, you know, been plenty of other streams where they've showed off their Blu-ray collection. Yeah, I mean, now I remember I've seen a few, mostly on TikTok. I've only seen those on TikTok. But anyways, 3 likes. Good. Yeah. So if you have any more questions, shoot them. Yeah, if you, for those that came in early, right as this started, I muted the mic, and I moved the green screen to what's behind the green screen, you know. I had to get more Blu-rays out. Others are over there, so, which I'll get them momentarily. Yeah, because, here's the thing, and also because I mentioned I recorded today. Yeah, because I recorded the new reactions, which are slated to come out tomorrow. One of them actually, there will be 3 that comes out tomorrow. One of them is actually one that me and one of my friends, Nate, we recorded. Actually, we recorded that on New Year's Eve, believe it or not. And before I live streamed on that same night. Yeah. What does Star Glitch Void Circuit say? Do you know about the deleted scenes animation? Yes, I do. Of course. I've seen those before. And not to mention that I'm blanking on now, because the special edition of the Iron Giant, it has a specific name to it. It did contain 2 deleted scenes, reinstalling them in the film. Like the one with Hogarth's mother and Dean, and the other where the Iron Giant has a nightmare. That was reinslated into the film. By the way, because, like, Giant's Dream, yeah, that mini documentary about the Iron Giant, that's pretty good, yeah. Speaking of documentaries, because I know what the next documentaries they'll be that I'll be reviewing, you know. You'll have to wait and see what they are. Right now, I've got, like I said, I got YouTube playing on my TV, and actually today I've been watching a lot of, well, last night and today I've been watching a good majority of JoJo's World videos. Yeah, if anybody's familiar with him. Anyways, by the way, because speaking of which, I'm sure as most of you know, and I did a video about it, which, by the way, that blew up. I mean, I was kind of thinking that maybe it was going to blow up, but, you know, not that I wanted to get attention. Golly, I just felt it in me to make that video. Point being is that a video in tribute to Adam the Woo, because literally the night when it was coming out that he had died, because I felt it in me to make a video as well, because that man meant a lot to me, and one of my inspirations for vlogging. Yeah. And that got so many views. Yeah, that's amazing. But, point being, I was going to mention this. As of now, all the memorial stuff, besides the chalk, I'm sure as you've seen, that have been left, that were left on Adam's house, his porch and all that, they've all been removed. Especially the Christmas decorations. That mannequin of the Grinch, that was taken out too. Yeah. At least the chalk is still there for now, but that's probably going to go away at some point. Kogias now says, I used to think that documentaries were kind of boring. Maybe I felt the same way too. However, I've grown to appreciate them. The Christopher Reeve documentaries easily. Yes, I agree. Yeah. I think I'm on the same page too. Maybe there was a time for me as well that I wasn't into documentaries. But now I am. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it depends on the documentary, of course, you know? You've so far seen the majority of documentaries I've reviewed. Well, those ones that do appeal to me, you know? Star Glitch says, I think I know like 6 deleted scenes of Curious George from 2006, which my only favorite deleted scene was the end tag. Maybe it's supposed to... I don't think maybe I've seen that, but it's been a while. Now, not to mention that Curious George is celebrating its anniversary. Who knows? Because here's the thing. I was, at one point I was considering maybe, like, I mean, who knows? Because I'm still scrambling on what all I'm going to review for this year. Well, so far I figured out, but not fully. I was thinking maybe, like, I do a special batch of reviews involving Curious George being in that list, but who knows? I'll find out, of course. You know, I can't guarantee, and I can't be official when I say, just, you know. Man, I remember, like, you know, Curious George, that was, like, a soundtrack and Upside Down, like, golly, the memories. 4 likes. Great. I used to love VHS tapes. Nice. Have you heard of Batfan? Yes, I've heard about Kogias. Haven't checked it out yet. I did see the Merry Little Batman, which technically it's kind of like a first like Bat family material. You know, I've done my review on it. If you want to go check it out. Yep. Okay, so who all is here so far? We got 4 people. Let's hope that more people show up. Because I kind of feel like at a certain point, the majority of people, that's when I'm going to show off the Blu-ray collection I have. And do I want to show off the ones I got for Christmas? What do you guys think? You want to you want me to also show off some of the Blu-rays I got for Christmas? Comment yes or comment no. Like, not, like, you know, comment yes or comment, nah, wait until the Christmas haul. We'll wait until the Christmas haul. We're okay with that. You get what I'm saying, you know. I watched Bat Fam, and I like it. It's not one of the most best Batman cartoons, but it has some cool moments. And all right, I mean, again, I have yet to check it out, but I'm going to at some point. So, thank you for the heads up, Kogios. I will also mention this because the reaction videos I recorded today, and again, are slated to come out tomorrow, 2 of them. Well, because, let's just say that one of them is, in fact, going to be in relation to Marvel. Yes. And if it's obvious what it is, you know? Because 2 trailers came out recently, and, yeah, so... And which, by the way, because, I mean, I had already established this in my recording of one of the 2 reactions, because, the next and 3rd trailer for Doomsday, that is slated for this coming week. Tuesday. Yep. Look forward to that. Anyways. Do I also want to mention this? Okay, yeah. Here's the thing, because I was hoping that my dad and I, we were going to record for one of the reaction videos that's coming out tomorrow, but that didn't happen, because, you know, he came down with something. I go into full detail in my recording in that reaction, in one of those reactions when it comes out. You'll know. But yeah. But that was great that the last reaction that came out as of now last year, it was the one with me and my dad. We reacted to the first trailer that came out for Doomsday with Steve Rogers. That was very fitting that as of now that was the last trailer to come out as of last year, the last reaction video. Okay, there are 2 comments. Not a big fan of the previous Avengers films, but not a single one? What about the last 2? Even Endgame? Golly. You are an interesting character, Kogias, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. Even what my pals at So You Want to Be an Imagineer, what they've said. Well, yeah. Did you see where, I think you mean see, not seen, where, yes, I've seen it. Go watch my review. I've done my review. Star Glitch, go watch it. It's in, you can most prominently, if you don't want to scroll through the review videos playlist, to go to the Universal Pictures reviews playlist. You'll find it there. So, I couldn't stand Infinity. What? Like, oh my gosh. You really have an interesting taste of movies, that's for sure, Kogios. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what could you not stand in Infinity War? I'd really love to know. More tolerable? Well, okay, not as bad as, in your opinion, not as bad as Infinity War, but anyways. Like I said, you're an interesting character. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but my God, have you not realized, Kogias, things that you sometimes say, even when most prominently over on So You Want to Be an Imagineer, you point out stuff that even Dragon and Tiki, how they react, that's hard to believe. You know? It's not every day that someone, I'm just simply saying, okay? Not to hurt you or anything, just bear with me, please. Anyways, but unlike you, because I mean, of course, I loved the last two Avengers films. We all did. Unlike you, just the scenes that have the Guardians are. Here we go again. Just wow, wow. Okay, is flat and there we go, another one. Oh my gosh. I disagree on that because he's the best. He was great, you know? Anyways. All right. I feel like I also was gonna... Well, yeah, because, I don't know, like, how many of you had... I don't know, because, like, since we're talking about movies, because, I don't know how many of you had... The majority of you, how many movies you saw in theaters. Maybe some of you, like, you probably did see the last three MCU films that came out last year. Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. I only saw Brave New World because, you know, as I've explained before, like, which even, like, in one of the last videos that came out literally on the last day of last month of last year, I did a video because of, looking back on the movies that came out in 2025. And for the green screen backdrop, the posters, like, that was my way of, like, you know, saying, like, yeah, the movie posters, like, yeah, I only saw 4 movies in theaters. And the characters that were in the corners of the green screen backdrop, well, that was my way of, like, okay, these movies I saw later when they came out on digital, streaming, and so on. But, point being is that, yeah, Brave New World was the only MCU film I saw last year. Missed my chance on seeing the next 2 that came out that same year, last year, basically. What else does Kogias say? I think that I only went to theaters 8 or 9 times. Really? Well, that's good. I wish for me it was more than, like, 4 times. You know? I checked on the Disney Wiki. Robert De Niro was originally going to voice Timon's father during... Well, typical Robert De Niro. I mean, he hardly does any voice acting anyways. But that's interesting. I also saw Brave New World. Uh, okay. Was that the only one you saw, or you did see the other two? If you saw all three, or just that one like me. And I've talked about this before, and even in the vlog I did the day after my dad and we saw Brave New World. I'm not kidding. And if anybody's had this kind of experience, when me and my dad, we went to go see Brave New World, up to the part where Ross turns into the Red Hawk, and right as the fight between him and Sam, the new Captain America, starts, the audio went dead silent. It just cut off. The film kept going, but the audio was cut off, but the film kept going. Then, yeah, me and two other people, I think, yeah, we went to go inform those about the situation, and I actually made the announcement that the problem was going to be fixed. Hey, someone had to, but anyways. All right, what else does he say? I didn't see the other two, okay, because I wasn't All right, if you weren't interested, okay. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you must have... Did you attend to the, the spoiler podcast for Brave New World? Did you, if you did, like, and what did you think of Brave New World, Kogias? I mean, I take it you didn't like it? Yeah. Maybe you did, just, you know. I just don't know if I'm ready quite yet. Because, again, I'm hoping that there's more people that show up. You know what I could do? I mean, I could whip out the puppets for some entertainment while we wait. If you want to see that, shout it out in the comments if you want to see the puppets in action. Did I forget that Disney was going to make a fourth Lion King film because it was going to be released? Oh. Didn't want the Lion King. Didn't want the Lion King. We'll never get a... Oh, okay. Well, on account that, you know, sequels stopped. You know, direct-to-DVD sequels stopped when he stepped in, you know. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. You prefer the first three Captain America films. And I didn't think Brave New World was that bad. I just, you know, come on. Was it really all that bad? You know. Anyways. Like I said, I will show off the Blu-rays momentarily, whenever, but... And I don't know, and I'm thinking even, like, after I show off the Blu-rays, I will end the I mean, I don't plan on streaming all through the evening, because on account that I'll want to eat dinner eventually. Not to mention that I had yesterday just received some homemade mac and cheese from my bonus mom. So, anyways. Like I said, I can whip the puppets out for some entertainment for now. You prefer Sam Wilson. Oh, okay. Interesting. You say that... Well, okay, here's the thing. You prefer the first three, but you say you prefer... That doesn't... I'm not following, because, like, you... Surely you... Obviously, Steve Rogers in the first three Captain America films was not bad for you, right? I'm just saying, you know. I'm sure, but, you know, even as of now that Captain America's passed the torch, you know, the shield and all that to Sam, now you prefer him, like, and with how much we've seen him. No, I wrote that I prefer Brave New... Oh, okay. Oh, my God. I guess I misread it. My bad. I misread it. Don't we all have those moments we misread, you know? But, oh my gosh, like, really? That's enough? Okay, there we go again, because you didn't enjoy the first Avengers films, and now the same goes for the first three Captain America films. Wow. Oh, wow. Again, just Kogias, you're something. Not in a bad way. I'm not criticizing you. You are entitled to your opinion, but man, sometimes, like, look, as much as I respect people's opinions and such, but sometimes it doesn't help, like, just react like, oh, man, just like, wow, but I'm entitled. Yeah, you're entitled. I respect, you know. Okay, 4 people stepped in, and now it's just 1. What the heck's going on? Mixed bags. Okay. I'm kind of leaning down, like I should prop myself up, but oh well. Like I said, 4 people stepped in, but now 0. What the hell is going on? Pardon my French, but it's true. It's like, am I just not being entertaining that much? Like, I'm doing my best. Yes, okay, now Star Glitch says, do you know that Ice Age, Shrek, Madagascar, did have popsicles with... Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think I remember those popsicles. Yeah, back then, so... What was it, like late 2000s to early 2010s? Yeah, in between. I remember those. Anyways. Steve Rogers was too bland for... Why don't we take a break from, like, us, like, talking and, like, well, what you're saying, Kogias. I'm just saying, been going on for a while now. All right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and whip out the puppets. Just a few of them. So, let me get them. Whew. Oh, okay. Okay. So... hopefully, it depends. I don't know, but I'd of course, like to get more puppet content out for this year. There was only, at least it wasn't too bad. The majority of puppet videos that came out last year, 10, but maybe it can be more than 10 for this year. We'll see. But I also like view some of the puppet characters, well, 3 in particularly, as the mascots for the channel. The Little Blue channel. Okay. Our 2 main stars, Croc and Mordecai. Yes. Hey, happy belated New Year, guys. Yes. It's good to see you all. We've heard that Kogias has made some comments about the Marvel films. I almost fell on my finger. I can never get Mordecai in there that good. I think I found... I'll read it from here. I think found the among dubbings of Disney. Okay. Because it is in my native language. But they didn't dub Roger, but they didn't... okay, that's very interesting. We hope you all, by the way, because just want to say, we hope you all had a pretty good, happy, and safe New Year. That's very important. Yes. Not partying around too much. I don't think it would be a good idea. You shouldn't. It's not worth it. No, it's not, Mordecai. It's just not. Let me put Mordecai on the other finger, because I don't know. That's better. Yes. Gotta, put them this close. There we go. There we go. Yes. So, we got 5 people here. Maybe, hopefully, more people will show up. Yes, and we're basically... We've been brought in by our boss, Eli, to, entertain all of you for now until this, until he shows off the Blu-ray collection. Yes. Thank you, Kogias. I get a complimentary from you. In the case of me, I'm a wacky vampire. I'm Mordecai. That's who I am. I'm Mordecai the wacky vampire. Yes. Captain Gruesome Determinder? Is that how his name's said? Greetings to you. Yes. Yeah, because Mordecai, any vampire would say greetings, right? So, it's greetings back. Yeah. Kogios, I'm flattered by your compliment on vampires and all that. Yes. You know, I've done some green screen stuff with the puppets here, like Croc Mordecai. Yeah, the green screen doesn't really affect both of them because in the case of Mordecai, his teeth are green, bright green, and Croc, well, I mean, he's green, so, but luckily it doesn't really affect them. So, I have noticed that it kind of changes Croc's color on account of the green screen backdrop. I've noticed that. But, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, of course, there's blue screen, but I don't have blue screen, unfortunately, yet. Well, we're up to 32 minutes. Hope we're keeping most of you entertained. I mean, we just came out. Yes, we did. Let's bring up more friends. I might bring out maybe one of the big puppets. We'll see, I'm Ringmaster. Yes, you've probably seen me before. Yes, especially since the three of us, that's right, all three of us here, we did a puppet video where we went on like a scavenger hunt and such that was set up by him. Yes, turned out to be very strange towards the end, if you saw that puppet video. Yeah, but it was worth it, on account that not just us but him too were out in the freezing cold. It was freezing, but we managed. Yeah. Make them dance. Jeremy, well, that's how they can dance. It's the best we can do dancing. Are you entertained yet? Jeremy? Did you do like Zazu? Yes, I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. Well, it's Rowan Atkinson voiced him, so... Wait a second. What did he say again in the comment? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I feel like I've heard something about that. Yeah, especially on account that Stewart, he missed out on a good majority of Disney films. From that, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, I think, yeah, Beauty and the Beast... All because he was very busy with Star Trek The Next Generation. I mean, it's not like they could have, have, a recording booth or something while he was doing Star Trek. I don't know. But, those that ended up voicing the characters that Stewart was originally at one point considered to voice, they were all great, of course. I mean, eventually Patrick Stewart would end up being in a Disney film. Chicken Little as the teacher sheep? Yeah. Well, that was entertaining at least, Stewart and Chicken Little. Because it's Patrick Stewart, So, how are everyone's evening going? Because... Yeah, we're doing all right. And, haven't been doing that much. Maybe, hopefully, we have a new puppet video coming out sometime. Maybe this coming week, we'll see. Yep, just have to wait and see. Indeed. Whew. Okay. Put Ringmaster back. I'll bring out another friend out here, so... momentarily. I'm Professor Shark. It's good to see all of you. How's everyone doing this fine evening? Hope you had a very happy, safe, belated New Year to all of you. Yes, let's hope they did, Professor Shark. Indeed. Starglitch says, speaking of DreamWorks, they were working... Yes, I know about that. Yeah. I mean, Puss in Boots 3 is happening, right? Because, I mean, yeah, I'll see. I know it is, from what I've heard so far, but, yeah. I still hope that Puss in Boots, he makes an appearance in the 5th Shrek film. He should. Because it wouldn't be the same now if we didn't have Puss in Boots in a Shrek movie. I mean, ever since he made his debut in Shrek 2, he should. Yeah. Anyways, yes, again, on account that his appearance, what happened at the end of The Last Wish. Yeah, because he he and along with Kitty Softpaws and blanking on the dog's name, they both adventured into far, far away. Yep, you know, and to see some old friends. I could do a pretty good Puss in Boots if you've seen my voice impressions of Puss in Boots. I actually did 2 of them. The first one I did actually was back in 2019. Then I think it was like, what, around late 2022 or 2023? Yeah, in between. I did another one doing my impression of Puss, quoting some of the lines from The Last Wish. Yeah, so. You know, I mean, I still enjoy the first Puss in Boots film, but now, because on account of Last Wish, just so much great, you know? But no hard feelings on the first Puss in Boots film. Okay, I gotta take, because he's kind of like, man. You know, like, Mordecai, because, like, been putting my finger in there, I think, I don't know, because, like, my pinky will do, but, like, the big fingers, like, man, with how, like, Mordecai is, like, it's very tight in there, you know? And I guess, like, after once in a while, your fingers just get sore, but, yeah. I'm now going to put them away for now. Maybe I'll bring out more of the puppets, it depends, but, you know, you have... No, but my dad and my bonus mom do. I don't. Ooh, okay. Any more comments? Oh, okay, yeah, because Star Glitch commented this. I found out that Universal Pictures did making an idea for 2 sequels. For Penguins Madagascar and a prequel for... But would be is it in development still? Because I think it's about time we see the Penguins back in action, don't you think? You know? The same went for Puss in Boots. Well, here's the thing. Something involving King Julian would end up happening, which of course being that King Julian show on Netflix, which does act as a prequel, taking place before the events of the first Madagascar film. In fact, the show ending literally when Alex steps foot on the island on Madagascar. Yeah. Anyways. But again, that would be nice if the Penguins came back with a new movie. Something. We haven't seen anything from Madagascar in quite a while. Well, yeah, kind of, because it's been like, what, 1 or 2 years since, like, we had seen the one Madagascar that has the characters as kids. Another one of those. But I'd say it's about time we see the Penguins do something else. Because we got Puss in Boots back, why can't we have the same for the Penguins? Besides, like, you know, from Puss in Boots and the Penguins, they're some of the most popular DreamWorks characters, you know? And coming from those 2 franchises of DreamWorks. It's true. And not to mention the Furious 5. I've heard rumors that... I did at one point hear rumors that the Furious 5 could be considering... would be, like... Point being, like, let me start again. I've heard rumors a while back, maybe you have too, that a Furious 5 movie was in development or something. That would be great. Yeah, especially on account that the Furious 5 being absent. Not entirely. They just show up at the end of Kung Fu Panda 4, you know. Well, because... It's obvious, because on account that the story that happens in the 4th Kung Fu Panda, it didn't require and really needed the Furious 5, you know? The first 3 did, but not the 4th one. Well, not to mention that there will be 2 more Kung Fu Panda films coming later. Maybe Marlene the Otter and Clever the Lemur will probably be the newer characters at the sequel of, okay, Tom McGrath wasn't interested... the characters would... Okay, new faces. Even, like, new characters? Let me read that comment once more. But the first Penguins Madagascar film did have new faces. The North Wind. Huh? I guess I'm just not really following, like, specifically, like. Anyways. All right, so who all is still here? Like 3 people, but again, let's hope that more people show up because we're already up to 42 minutes. I have yet to still show the Blu-ray collection. I want to, but I want a good majority of people to be here, you know, because that just does not seem right to just if there's not that many people. I mean, granted, because you know anybody would watch a stream that is over, all that. So we're Monday night, which I'm not really interested. No, if nothing against WWE. Okay, I'm just saying, like, you know, it doesn't appeal to me. I'm sure it does to you, and obviously it does. But you know, good for you. Anyways. Another one from Star Glitch. Man, you really are leaving out so many long, big comments, almost. Well, with how much you can write in a comment in live streams, I hate that. I still been working on a fan project. Really? Okay. For the short film of Coyote versus also me and the entire crew were starting actual started in making an actual official legal project. Oh, well, okay then. If you ever need a voice or two, I don't know, because I'd be open. Because if you know, because I do some good Looney Tunes impressions and all that. Anyways. Let's see, what time is it now? Okay, 8:42, so 8:41, sorry. It'll be 8:42 momentarily. Miss John Cena. I missed him from the last match. Well, you know. I can, of course, check it out on YouTube if I want to. By the way, because, yeah, I feel like mentioning this because last night, because actually I was on another stream, last night, and actually, because, it was, it was very interesting, because, me and some of my friends, we, we were, we were streaming and like they were. I mean, I joined in playing a little later. I had the controls and such on the phone that were given to me. Point being is that we played a Nicktoons game, and let's just say like was it Cloud Control? Yeah, if any of you have played have played a game using Cloud Control, you know sometimes it can for any of you it could be a pain in the butt. It was for me because I was struggling because I played Danny Phantom in this Nicktoons game. I was struggling trying to jump on platforms and all that, which I couldn't until eventually I did. I got the hang of it. I was being very careful and all that. Just, yeah. Oh, man. So, all right, a few comments are left. Let's see. Do you interest about South Park? Okay, I don't know. I don't really watch South Park. I need to get going, but I hope that, well, I mean, you're going to miss out on when I eventually show the Blu-ray collection, but, oh well. You can come back and check out the stream when it's over, you know. Yep, hope goes well for you too, Kogias. All right. In a moment, I will actually need to get up for a second, so... Hey, the first yawn for the sea fig. Well, I asked this earlier for you guys. Comment yes or wait until the Christmas haul. If you want me to show the Blu-rays, I had got some of the Blu-rays I had gotten for this past Christmas. Either comment yes or nah, wait until, we can wait until the Christmas haul. You get what I'm saying. Just by all means, do so. I'd love to hear from you. Chris Isaac commenting something else about WWE. Ooh. I mean, I did, I don't know, because I'm guessing probably, because not everybody's shown up, but point being is that I know that I at least informed one friend who missed out on the last stream I did, a few days ago on New Year's Eve, and I informed her again, and that being Else. Yeah, in fact, I attended to the premiere of the video she posted, like looking back on the stuff she did throughout this last year. It was good. Once again, I was very impressed. Like, okay, the reviews that came out last year, they were some pretty good ones. I was also very impressed with how the one review that I did, it was a review collab where it was me, Else, and Amazing Gamer. We did our review of Five Nights at Freddy's. I was impressed how that turned out. It all turned out great. Even Else thought so too. Anyways. Also, I feel like mentioning this too, because it's unbelievable, because Else, she may look like she's a kid, but no, because even YouTube, thinking that she is a kid, and terminating her streams, like, stopping them and all that, turning off the comments section, like, oh my gosh, like, as much as I love doing YouTube sometimes has issues. I think we all know that for sure. Pure facts. Yep. Alright. So. Like I said, I'm going to show Blue. Again, I mean, where's everybody else? Like, come on. We need more people in this stream. Golly. They keep coming in and out. Am I just boring to you guys or not really? I'm sure most of you, like, you've got other things to do, and not that you're not wanting to watch a stream, just, like, can't stay on too long. Yeah, not everybody can. Anyways. Again, I've got YouTube playing on the TV, just watching random videos, and currently I've been watching a good majority of JoJo's World, so. I think by tomorrow I will be recording another review video and such, which will require me to shave. And yeah. Got a little bit of a beard growing. Huh. Okay. By the way, something else I feel like mentioning. This is kind of like an early announcement, I guess you could say. For those of you that have seen the reactions I've done with one of my friends, Nate, me and him, along with our friends from Wildcard M Page. Yeah, because technically I'm a part of Wildcard M Page, and been joining for the streams that have happened where all of us play games on a weekend. We actually are going to be starting this new series involving Cards Against Humanity. This can only end well. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that bad as, say, how the ones that Soup has done. If you know and follow Soup and have seen the Cards Against Humanity videos that he's done. Oh, man. Yeah. But as I said, we will be, sometime later this week, we'll be recording. And I don't know, because I assume not long after we've done our recording, the first video of us playing Cards Against Humanity is going to come out. Yeah. I won't be recording it, and it's not going to be coming out on the Little Blue channel. Okay, I can confirm that to you, but I don't know, because, like, is it coming out on Nate's channel? I guess it would be, because since he's, you know, I mean, he does have a YouTube channel, but nothing's been, as I do the stream, nothing's been posted on his channel yet. Maybe it might go up on Wild Cards end page. Might go on his channel. You know, it's hard to believe, because I never could have imagined that I would become friends with Michael, whom I first knew him when he, I don't know how many of you would know about this, but he was responsible for rescuing and archiving the Improbables reaction videos. Yeah, he was responsible for that, and everybody started to, obviously, when they discovered that they were re-uploading all that, you know, even after when the Improbables themselves, like, they started to put them back on their channel, Michael then started to take them down on his channel, and, well, I mean, ever since then, because he developed and, you know, his channel became bigger and all that, not just like when the Improbables reactions were re-uploaded and such, you know. Anyways. Did you go to the movies? No, because Jeremy, by that point, you know, last Valentine's Day, because here's the thing. I was in a long-distance relationship. And unfortunately, literally, over a year ago, last January, we broke up. It's complicated, but maybe most of you might have known. But, yeah. I hate to say this, but, you know, my now ex, not the same person I once knew. And that goes for a lot of other people that were once her friends. And now some of them who, you know, they're still my friends. But there were a few that were, for a while, were no longer my friends. But then they started to become my friends again, because when they were no longer friends with her and all that, you know. But that's life. That's life sometimes. And when you hope it doesn't happen, when you hope there are some things in life that you don't want to happen, but they do. Just like that. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, we are up to 55 minutes. 3 people are here. I just don't know if, like... Do you want me to go ahead and just now show off the Blu-rays? Say something in the comment section if you want me to proceed with that. Been going on for a while. And when I was hoping that more people showed up. But who knows? They might still. I don't know. Depending on how long I keep this stream going. Because I just don't know. Like, okay, I mean, I stated I made 2 posts. I made 2 community posts earlier today that I was going to go live. And I specifically said when I was going to go live. And not that many people have shown up and just have been coming in and out. I'm just simply saying, like, not that I want to start anything. Of course not. Just like, you know, I mean, it's not like I do these streams for nothing, of course, you know? Anyways. Like I said, if you want me to proceed with showing off the Blu-rays, say something in the comment section, by all means. Well, we got 5 likes. That's good. But not many people are here. Where's everybody? Where are you guys? By the way, I brought this up earlier that I have some homemade mac and cheese that was fixed by my bonus mom. Basically, like she made like Panera mac and cheese. Maybe not exactly as how it is at Panera itself, but no, I mean it's good. It's quite good. I really enjoy it. The mac and cheese that she's fixed is really good. Yeah. Which, I had only gotten it once, but maybe next time whenever like heading back out to Walmart, they do like I mean, I guess I don't really have seen this. I don't know, like when did this begin? Where, sometimes restaurants they will sell some foods on their menu out in grocery stores and all that. So in the case of Panera, they do they do sell their mac and cheese out in stores. And I did get some. I did get some for me at one point. And I should probably do that again. I should keep that in mind the next time I go out. I've most prominently seen them at Walmart. And yeah, I just got to keep an eye out. I got to remember. Anyways, well, like I said, guys, if you want me to go ahead and proceed showing the Blu-rays, which I've said, and I was good. That's one of the big things I was gonna do. Say something, like if you want me to proceed on doing it. I don't see why. Like, if three people are here, like you don't have to be quiet. You just say something in the comment section. Oh, nice. Not until tomorrow. The baby's not born until tomorrow. Nice. Congrats to her. Hmm. Waiting to see who else was gonna comment. What's your favorite sport? Do you like sports or just? No, I do like baseball. I've liked me some baseball. There was a time I liked basketball, but I like more than just movies, of course. Uh, okay, nice. Is boy really? I never knew that there'd be a name like that. Not every day you hear. It's not every day you hear what a baby be named boy or girl if it is a girl. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, all right. Let me get up for a moment, and I will proceed on doing the Blu-ray thing since might as well. We're already up to 1 hour now, so might as well do it now. Oh, so AFK for just a moment. Okay, what have I missed so far? Okay, well, I'm gonna wait some more. One person's here, so I'm not gonna show off the Blu-ray collection until more people show up. That's just how it is. This is not what I was expecting. What's happened? Like... I don't know, because, like, if I said this, or, yeah, I'm pretty sure it did, like, I don't know, because it depends, like, but maybe, like, as of now, like, maybe after I show off the Blu-ray collection, all that, and depending on how many more people show up, I don't know, because, yeah, at some point I'm going to end the stream, and, because, again, I don't want to wait too long, and on account that, well, dinner time will be upon me, so, you know, upon to happen, and all that, but, yeah. So, but, you know, it'd be great, like, I don't know, because I'd love to, you know, it'd be great to, like, do, like, not only doing a live stream, but reacting to videos during a live stream. That'd be great. However, what I would love to do, of course, is have the video be inserted, but, you know, I don't have that kind of equipment for now, so. Imagine Dragons back. I'm not getting it. Whatever that means. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do, because, you know, one person... Okay, Anchorman's here. It's a good thing you're here, because, like, you know, we got, like... I don't know where the heck everybody else is. Like, because I've made it very clear I was going to go live, so... And on account that I was also going to show my Blu-ray collection. Play practice. Okay, understandable. Well, let's hope that more than just you are here, you know, because not that many people are here. Where'd you go, Anchorman? Like, if you're the one that left, I don't know, because... Okay. Your favorite Imagine I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Like I said, got YouTube playing on the TV, and been watching a majority of JoJo's World videos, and this one where they're at Disneyland, and yeah, the gingerbread house, because at the time of this recording, like, they, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Well, this video was from 2 years ago, but point being is that, yeah, that gingerbread house, like, very interesting, cool. I mean, every year, the gingerbread house for the Haunted Mansion Holiday is always brand new and fresh, awesome looking. Did you see my Wonder Woman? No, I have not yet, Anchorman. I will, don't worry. Speaking of Wonder Woman, wait until you see, and when I do unveil and show off my Blu-ray collection. Well, technically, I already unveiled it. I did show it off when I vlogged the other day. If you probably missed out on that one, because I did get me something at Walmart. But you'll find out when I show my Blu-rays. But again, I don't know if I want to start yet, because not many people are here. Because it just doesn't seem right to... But I hope I hope Anchorman, I hope your New Year's went well. I think you did. Yeah, you did attend. You did attend to the stream, so yeah, I remember. And now 5 people are here. Yeah, but still, we gotta get more. Would you hang out with a GTA hitman? Oh boy, I don't know. I guess it depends on his attitude, his personality, right? And if he would detect how I am, like what my attitude and personality is. Right? Because, Alright, I might as well go ahead and start. The unveiling of, like, showing off my Blu-ray collection. I'll try to show all of them as best I can, but, still. Right. 5 people are here. Don't go anywhere, please. Well, first off, because, I think maybe some of you saw this before. I don't know, because this, Universal Monsters, the classic, of course, got this on eBay, and, well, because, yeah, definitely because of the marks and all that, It's been battered and such, but you know what? I guess it kind of adds quality to it, wouldn't you think? I don't know. Also, like, not to mention that, yeah, because this apparently came with, it's supposed to come with a few pictures or something like that. Posters, mini posters, but, well, since this had already been used, they were taken, so. But yeah, all the discs are in there, so. And thanks to this, because having this, like, yeah, helped me, not only watch them, a good majority of them for the first time, but also, of course, on account that, me reviewing a good majority of them. Yeah. Alright. Next, Rango. Yep. I had this before, but unfortunately I lost that copy and I got a new one. So, love Rango. Love me some Rango. I'll just wait and see, because something might be happening next month on account of this. Anyways. Which, by the way, because, let me see. Get a good look at all this and such, the inside. Tango sweepstakes. Well, that's long been done for, of course. I don't, advertisement for Mario, for Wii, Nintendo Wii and such. That's amusing. What did the sweepstakes say again? Let me see. Enter a chance for a 20 escape hybrid. What does this even mean? Like, I mean, yeah, the whole thing of the sweepstakes, because. Yeah, but, again, it's no longer active, obviously, so. Anyways. Alright, next up, the next ones I'll show off. Robots and Doomsday. These two. Robots and Superman Doomsday. Yeah, because, this, me and Anchorman, we did our review of. I'd gotten a Blu-ray copy, which, even if it was necessary or not, because a good majority of the DC animated films all streaming for free on YouTube, and this being one of them as well. But probably a good idea that I ended up getting a Blu-ray copy. So and Robots, I gotta say, because Robots being one of my top favorite DreamWorks. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Not DreamWorks, Blue Sky! Golly, I can't believe that came out of my mouth. One of my top favorite Blue Sky films. There we go. Yeah. An underrated Blue Sky animated gem, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, Superman Doomsday, that's right. Okay. Also, here's something else that will catch your attention, Anchorman. Yeah? The Richard Donner cut, the Blu-ray version. Since Netflix is buying Warner Bros., I hope the DC, shows come to, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't have Netflix, but But yeah, so Blu-ray cut, which it's hard to believe that the Richard Donner cut, not streaming anywhere specifically, not even Max. Yeah, we can do that when the time comes, we can do that. All-Star Superman. I don't really think I've heard of that one before. Have I? Maybe. I don't know. Not much. But, even as of now, this is my preferred watch of Superman 2. Maybe the same goes for some of you. Yeah. Okay, next. Oh, yes. Got a Blu-ray copy of How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World. Also on account that, yeah, of course I did my review of it last year. Especially on account that, well, last year we had gotten the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. So obviously, on account that I had reviewed the first two Dragon films back in 2024. Obviously, I had to review the third one, and just in time for the live action film to come out. Yep. So, and I do have the first two, but just on DVD. I'm just focusing on the Blu-rays. Okay. So, anyways, okay. Next, this Goonies, Gremlins, both Gremlins films. However, this is unbelievable. Maybe this has happened to some of you. I'd love to hear from you, but you won't believe it because, well, I'm sure you would. Sometimes you would. There's Goonies. There's Gremlins, but no Gremlins 2. Unbelievable. How did that happen? That's poor. That's poor handling. Like, it's someone stole the third the disc of Gremlins 3. What the heck happened there? I don't know. It's just one of those things. Again, maybe the same has happened to some of you. Okay, next, Frozen Empire, Ghostbusters. Yep. So I would have liked to have gotten the one that contains both this and Afterlife, but that's okay. You know, I quite enjoyed Frozen Empire. Of course, on account that I did my review of it last year. If you want to go check it out. Yep. Awesome. Okay. And next, yes, Nosferatu, baby. Yes. Really enjoyed Nosferatu. Also on account, because, of course, I did my review of Nosferatu last year. It was the second to last Halloweenish review I did, for the weekdays. That. Yeah. Succumb to the darkness, as it says. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, put these away. Well, just kind of like stack them and such. Okay. All right. Who all's still here? Because we've got one person here. Why do they keep coming in and out? Like, can't they just stay for a while? Because, like, what do they expect me to do sometimes? What do you sometimes expect me to do? What? Do a dance number or something? eh. What time is it now? Because 9. Okay. Well, I'm still going to show the rest of my Blu-rays, but I do want to wait. Now, I want to wait if more people show up. Where did Anchorman go? Because he came in and then he disappeared. I don't know. Okay, so get the other movies. I put some over here. Well, because on account that I got them out of the closet behind me, behind the green screen. Sniff. What? Okay, why'd you disappear, Anchorman? Like, are you not going to stay on the stream or what? I don't know, because. Hmm. I don't mean to get distracted by this, but well, again, where's everybody? Because like, no, it's okay. I've heard about before. you know, I've heard of it, of course. So that's unfortunate. And I guess that puts a damper, like, yeah, because I've heard that she said that she was open to come back to acting and all that, and maybe possibly like coming back to say maybe possibly the Wasp, but yeah, it's hard to tell really as of now. Also, on account that she did at one point tease about coming back for the new movie in the Lord of the Rings world, but it's hard to tell too. All right, back on point, because all right. Next up, the other Blu-rays I'm going to show: Exorcist and Nosferatu. Yep. You know, I think I'm also determined to do just a video of this, since, I don't know, I seem to bore you guys on live stream. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating, of course, but, but here are these. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Well, Lost Media, like, maybe not Toy Story 3, Lost Media for Toy Story 2, that's for sure. I've heard of that. Um, okay, and, let's see. Then, Twilight Zone, the movie. Is that? Twilight Zone movie is such a mixed bag, but, I think it's okay. Dark Shadows, which I thought was pretty good. I like that. Transformers, The Last Night. Yep. Oh, yeah, because, weirdly enough, because I own that one, and I also, yeah, the Dark of the Moon. Those are the only two, well, yeah, these are the only two Transformers Blu-rays I own. Not that I'm complaining, but, I mean, actually, I did have a copy of this before, but, I lost that one a long time ago, but, I had since got a new one. And this, me and Anchorman, we reviewed this before. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep. That was a good one. Okay. All right, so let me get the other Blu-rays, because I didn't bring others close to me, Just give me a moment. Give me a moment, guys. I will get to the others and be back on the screen. Well, also, I'll show a few DVDs. Ugh. That are just DVDs. That's good. Did you see in theaters or just on DVD? No. Okay, so just a few plain DVDs. Casper. Legend. And Crimson Tide. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. Next up, let's see. Any more comments? No, not yet. Okay, this is another plain DVD. Would have loved to have gotten the Blu-ray. You never know. But yeah, this being a 2-film collection of Beetlejuice. Yeah, of course I had to get this. Yeah. I want to say, like, there is a Blu-ray version of it, is it? I don't think so. All right. More Blu-rays to show. Patton. Jackson's King Kong. Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. And this is like a bootleg. I want to say, yeah, because this is like an official, but still, Yeah. Basically, Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy, the entire show. Literally, it has all the episodes, all of the specials, even the movie, The Boogie Adventure, yeah? And the specials, like the Halloween, Christmas one, and even the one with Kids Next Door, that too. Yeah. Batman Beyond at Walmart for only $20. I definitely get it. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. What about say they're $24? Yeah, because, like, I had gotten some of the Blu-rays that were 24 and all that, you know. I mean, especially on account that, even, like, the new ones that come out, they would be up that price. But not all of them, so, you know, you get my point. All right, let me get the other ones, like, you see, I should have probably, like, but, you know, I'm just doing what I'm doing. All right. Whoa. Be with you in just a sec. Whew. Let's see. Nope, no new comments yet. All right, so actually, because like had on and off had a copy of this, and even as of now, I do. Christmas Vacation, of course. They're dusty. Oh yes, I will show this. It'll be the last thing I show, but oh yes, I think Anchorman knows that. I knows I've got this. Yeah, the entire collection, the complete series of the Batman. Oh yes, this being a past Christmas gift I got. It was from 2 Christmases ago, as of now. Batman the Animated Series. Good for you. I'd love to as well. Because I think, like, I definitely need to sit down and watch the ultimate best Batman animated show, right? Because, of course, you know. All right. Next. More DC stuff. Man of Steel. Yep. Oh, let me just put my lap. Yeah. DC League of Super Pets. That too. Like I said a little earlier, maybe I eventually will just do a simple video, you know, showing off my Blu-ray collection. And the more I get them, like, yeah, I'll probably do, of course, I'll do an update and such, you know. All right, The Iron Giant. I've got my Blu-ray copy of The Iron Giant. And yes, this being the Signature Edition. Billy, Signature, yeah. That contains the stuff that was cut out, but put back in. The entire trilogy of Dark Man. And Del Toro's Crimson Peak. I also have his 2 Hellboy films on DVD. I'd love to get those on Blu-ray, but, you know. Yeah, I've got a good majority of, like, Universal films on Blu-ray. 1979's Dracula. Yep. And, yes, Five Nights at Freddy's on Blu-ray, baby. Oh, yes. And, I just knew I had to get this, which I did, and on account that I was determined to review this for last year's Halloweenish reviews, which I did. And that, of course, being Sinners. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I definitely need to dust them and all that. I've been leaving them out, and they've been getting some bit of dust. Okay, and I had just gotten this yesterday. Again, if maybe some of you saw the vlog from yesterday, I don't know. But go check it out if you've missed it. This. Oh, yes. Of course I had to get this, you know, Superman. Still in paper, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Just, yeah. I didn't even snip it off yet. Let me see if I actually, you know, I'll do that right now. Yeah, there we go. And I'm doing it on this while I'm streaming. Yep, so you're, like, this is happening live. Oh, which comic was it? Oh. So yeah, you probably missed it, Anchorman. I got this, yeah. You wanted to discuss it with me. Like, do a review or something? Or what? Live stream? I don't... Yeah. Good. Yeah. I could have asked for it on Christmas, but it was... but, you know, time ran out, so... Maybe I could have waited for my birthday, but I couldn't resist. Don't you ever have those moments? You know. Anyways. Yeah. The fresh smell of a Blu-ray, you know? Like, you take it out of the package and all that, right? Just... I tell ya. Let's get this part... It's been going on for a while now, and not many people have been here, Nate. I'm sorry. Not many people have been showing up. They've just been coming in and out. I'm sorry. And you've missed out a good majority of, like, the Blu-rays I've shown. But I just shown off this, you know, and I actually just now took off the packaging. Yeah. Why are you commenting sniff? What's that about, Anchorman? But again, here's the Superman Blu-ray that I just gotten yesterday, and I showed it off in yesterday's vlog. Don't give me that, Nate, because you should have known, and I left those... I left those in the community post that I was going to go live. But, yeah. Just, I can't wait to watch this. I'd only seen it once. Well, that was when me and my dad, we went to go see it in theaters. All right. Open this and see. Oh, yeah. Just having the Blu-ray. That's a nice tone of yellow. You realize that? Huh. It's pretty good. But I can't wait to watch this. Also, is the cover out of the... No, not really. It's good to see. Okay. Great. All right. Like I said, you missed out on some of the Blu-ray, on the majority of Blu-rays I've shown. It's been a weird day. I did come in earlier, but you were out. Well, because I had to step out for a moment. I had to get out. I had to get off the chair for a moment to do a few things. I made it very clear. I mean, you know, I mean, maybe I should have maybe sometime maybe one of these days I should have a sign that says, I'll be, you know, be right back. You know, something like that. You know, but By the way, Nate, I actually announced this earlier on stream. I announced that, about the Cards Against Humanity thing. I did. I made that announcement. By the way. Oh. Let me see. Is there, I want to see... let me check some of the settings. Oh, whoops. I wonder what that was. What are some of these... Highlight saved your... What? What does that mean? I don't get it. Retouch on. Just checking out these settings because... if there was the option to invite now, because, you know... Yep, there goes the camera again. So, I just wanted to fiddle with it again to see, you know. Anyways. That's another thing. Come to think of it, that could come in handy. Just, turn off the camera for now. Just, you know. You didn't really... No, you didn't offend me. No, I mean, there's no... No, because, like, not exactly. Hey, we made up to 6 likes. That's good to see. Well, let me go ahead and show some of the Blu-rays again. And for, you know, in the case of you, Nate, because you missed out. You missed out when I was showing the Blu-rays. Yeah. If you ever, like, I don't know, is anybody who plays YouTube on your TV, you pause it, but then the pictures come up. Like, you ever had this problem where it just, like, you're no longer in the video? It just takes you back to, like, what, the menu or something? Like, I hate that. But, okay, whom's still here? Because, honestly, I kind of feel like by this point, like, what time is it now? Okay. Yeah, I think sometime a little later, yeah, I will be calling it a night, ending the stream, wanting to eat dinner and all that. Yeah, so. Right. Well, looks as though that Nate left. Well, but now he's back. Why do people sometimes... Why is it that, come in and out? Just like, what? Am I boring? Like, I don't want to go that rabbit hole. But, yeah, like I said, because I showed off the Superman Blu-ray. Also, a Sinners, Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, I mean, like, you can at least acknowledge that you're still here. Like, I don't get why it just says one person. I don't know if it's you that's left, or if, like, who does. I don't know. Darkman, Crimson Peak, and 1979's Dracula. Oh, I don't think I've noticed that there's a bit of tape still. Like, piece of, like, still here. Let me see. Can that come off? No, I don't think so. No, I think that's... Or no. Oh, no. Okay, I see. Yeah, but that's not all of them, because until I get this off. Get it. Wait a second. What in the world is this about? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Because, like, I don't think it's supposed to come off. I don't think. Why does it make it look like it's supposed to? Because I thought that was extra, like, tape or something. Oh, well. Let's see, who else? Not really. I'm allergic to walnuts, that's for sure. All right. 1 sec. Let me stack these again. Okay. Now, the other ones I showed off earlier that Nate missed and all that. Anybody else who missed it, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 other Superman-related films, Man of Steel and DC League of Super Pets. And, the Batman series, the animated series, The Batman, from the early 2000s. And The Iron Giant. Yep. So those. Yep, good choices. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of other good choices of movies. But also, I said this earlier, maybe eventually I'm going to do a video, just a video itself of doing... showing off my Blu-ray collection. And here's Christmas Vacation. Did I show... What else did I show? Did I already show those two? Oh, yes. Twilight Zone the movie. Dark Shadows. Ooh. Transformers. The Last Night. Well, it is my call, because even though I'm doing a live stream and I'm doing this, but I think I'll still do a video of its own. But yeah. And another Transformers film, Dark of the Moon. And Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep. So, I'm your hero? Well, that's, I'm flattered. Renfield and The Exorcist. Those two. And, let's see. Let me put the Blu-rays away. Let me put these ones that I just showed off. Let me put them away where I sat them. All right. Now let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. What if you were turned into? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's for one thing. So you got a lot of dads. Guess I don't get it. It's just okay, and you're okay. You didn't enjoy it that much, I take it. Oh well. All right. So, okay, to re-show the ones I showed earlier in the stream. Rango. Wait. What did you meant? Misspell? Was that misspell? Yeah, DVDs, yeah. Rangos I just showed. Robots. Superman Doomsday. The Richard Donner cut of Superman 2. How to Train Your Dragon 3. And, I enjoyed it when I first saw it. It just gets... the more you analyze it. Okay. And this... Goonies and the 2 Gremlins films. Oh, I collect quite a good majority. Yeah. And get this. Like, I showed this earlier. There's Goonies. There's... Gremlins, but yeah, no Gremlins 2. The disc for Gremlins 2 is missing. What happened there? I don't know, because I got this off of eBay, and when I was thinking it would have, of course, when I was thinking, like, you know, it's going to be all 3. No, Gremlins 2 is missing. That's unacceptable. Anybody, I'm sure, like, they've had that kind of experience, you know? What you sometimes get, and, like, sometimes nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's better than Amazon. Yeah, it can be, I don't know, because, Nate commenting, like, the Gremlins stole it. Yeah, maybe they did. But, didn't, I don't know, like, do many people have cited and viewed eBay being the better than Amazon? Alright, okay, I was going to show the rest of them. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, and Nosferatu. Yep, those 2. Alright, let me look at some of the comments, like... What's your thoughts on Kick Buttowski? I know, I feel like I might have heard of that before, but... Yeah, I'm blanking on it, so... Yeah, but that was good, Nate. Yeah, maybe it makes sense. Gremlin stole it, yeah. What am I doing tomorrow? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. Doing more recording. That's for one thing. Oh, yeah, like... Can you give me more description on Kick Buttowski? Because now I'm starting to... remember some of it. Now that you mentioned Disney XD, but I need more. Because I'm still blanking on it technically. I do remember, like, I think this was Disney XD. Just Disney XD, like, I don't know. Was it, or was it also on Disney Channel? Like, that Sunny with the Chance spinoff, That was basically like, its own version of SNL. Like, golly. No, I actually quite enjoyed it. I remember like, I remember at that time I liked it. So I watched a little good majority of it. Surprised you haven't reviewed the Kong. Who knows? Wait. So what characters are in Wow Wow Whoops? Oh. Okay, have you not seen the show? Or are you giving me a quiz or something? Well, I mean, of course, there's the title character himself, Wubsy, Widget, the pink rabbit who builds stuff, and Walden, who knows about science, books, and arts, all that. Very smart and intelligent. All these, like, crazy shenanigans and fun, wacky adventures that our characters get themselves into. You not to mention that the same guy who created Wow Wow Wubsy, he had also created this one show that had been on Disney. It was Disney. Especially on Disney XD. Yin Yang Yo. Does anybody remember that? Yeah. I might do some trolling during our recording. Oh, I can only imagine. I've got some ideas to troll. Oh boy, I can't wait. Like, look, I've been there sometimes. Like, I've like trolled. Well, not like, how do I really put it? What I've done towards Michael. It's just for laughs. Like, come on, just everybody else has done it because when we've done What the Dub, I've kept this joke going, the Red Rocket joke. If any of you know or do not know, because that technically originates from South Park, the movie. Yeah. Wait. So, what's your favorite Powerpuff Girl? I'm not like no hard feelings on Powerpuff Girls, but I don't really have a favorite. Just saying, By the way, because since you mentioned Powerpuff Girls, does anybody remember when there was at one point going to be a Powerpuff Girls live-action show on CW? Ugh. I think it was for the best that it was over. It didn't ultimately happen. What you don't have? No, I don't. I just don't. But as I was saying, like, at one point this planned Powerpuff Girls live action show, because even like when the script came out online, well, yeah, people reacted to it quite negatively. And oh my gosh, because they had to go this direction. They had to make one of the Powerpuff Girls. I think it was it Buttercup? The one that's green, her. They had to make her no disrespect, and no disrespect at all, but still, why? They had to make her LGBTQ, lesbian, and all that, because even in the script, it's just like, how can I even finish talking? Just like, what I'm saying? Okay, let's get a look back at your comments. Jake Luckley showed up. Wait. Still wonder if you... I don't vote for anyone. I don't. No, I don't. Jake, can we not... Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, let's not have any of that bullshit on this stream. Because I stay the F away from politics and all that. Okay? I'll make that very clear. Smashy says, so what's your thoughts on the PJ Masks? Never watched it. I never watched it. I'm sure I would have if it came out years ago when I was little, I remember Wubsy turned into an apple. Real Headband is here. Hey, Eli, what are your thoughts on the... Well, I hadn't watched it. Watched it fully, but I've seen bits and pieces. I know certain things on what happens, but, yeah. Because we're just having fun. We're just, like, poking fun and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? One of those. You get my point, Nate. So what? You know, I most of the time say pardon my French. You know, pardon my French. Eh, There comes a time and place. Go figure. Um. Okay, what time is it now? 9:47. Well, even like when the comments come in, like that shows the time that they were commented. You know. Yeah, but still. Well, that's what they say. Like, I genuinely can't remember the specific meaning for that because, people say pardon my language, but they would sometimes say pardon my French. I've gotten used to saying that. You know. Maybe some of you know that too. Like, the whole meaning of pardon my French. Anyways. All right. I was gonna show more of the blue, which I mean, I will. Give me a second, because once again, I'm gonna stand up and be away from the camera. I actually gotta throw some garbage away, because I've taken this off of the Superman Blu-ray. Oh, okay. One moment. Man, I've got a good majority of Blu-rays over here. Let me see. Yeah, because like I've got one drawer here where I've put the DVDs or just DVDs up top, and I've put the Blu-rays down below, and so I'm trying to get some of them out of here. All right. All right. Okay, so I got a good batch here. So, did I miss any comments? Any else? Let's see. Who? Uh-huh. I gotcha. Don't worry. On a slippery soap. Okay. Okay. Smashy said, bad words are for people who aren't spoken to have any good ones. Yeah. But I get your point. I totally get your point. Drop the axe, Smash. Okay. No fighting, please. All right? Let's all get along. We're entitled to our opinions. All right, so, oh yes. Next up, the next Blu-rays I'm going to show. I've had this for a long time now. Let's see. Has it always been like this? I don't know. Back to the Future, the entire trilogy and such. Yes, I think this came out back in 2015. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, on account of it's at that time of it, yeah, because literally, yeah, 30th anniversary. He's yeah, he can make his own choices. Like, you know, I've made dumb choices. We've all had our dumb choices, but I mean well. And all that. The Lord would know, of course, and I don't intentionally mean stuff. But anyways, but like I said, Back to the Future. I got this, the 30th anniversary edition. That was Alexa. She was in another room. Next, okay. Okay, let's see. Ooh, yeah, Maxine. I only have this. I'd love to get the other two films in the trilogy. If there was ever a specific name for this trilogy, but overall, yeah, I have this. So how you get to collecting? I just do, like anybody else would, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Wanna Sure, might as well troll him. He may be free, but I free to disagree. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I showed Maxine. Uh let me get them on my lap. I should have put the Christmas Vacation one away. Okay. Singing in the Rain. I've got this. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Let's bring out the Bluey jokes. Oh yeah, well I think we're going to. Come to think of it, because like even like when we've played What the Dub, we've done that too. Yes, it is a classic musical, which I've done my review before. If anybody wants to go check it out. Dracula Untold. There's that. So many Playhouse Disney shows. Yeah, I mean Stanley's one of them. Bear in the Big Blue House, Out of the Box, Higglytown Heroes, Roly Poly Oly. The Wiggles, when the Wiggles was on. Yep. A little bit of PB&J. Yeah, PB&J Otter, of course, being one of them. As Thomas the Tank Engine kid growing up. Wait. I hate the movie. Really? Well, I mean, I hope you've heard about the director's cut, what could have originally been, what it could have been like if you were aware of that. Because probably would have been a heck of a lot better than how the final film turned out. Yes, PB&J Otter, I mentioned that. I unfortunately never really watched, yeah, Book of Pooh. Why was I blanking on that name for a moment? Well, you're entitled to your opinion, Anchorman, being woke and such. You're still you're still one of my bros. Although, I just I mean, for me, I don't get involved in that crap. I respect the LGBT community, all of that, and I stay away from politics, everything. Okay, just all right. I suppose everyone's in. Yes, that's a fact. Pure fact. Pure fact. You said it right there. What you said is a pure fact. Yeah, Little Einsteins, that too. Now we're talking about Playhouse Disney Junior stuff. There was that. Sega, so many. Yeah, JoJo Circus was another one. JoJo Circus. As well as yeah, I mentioned JoJo Circus. Let's agree to disagree. We don't have to hate some. Exactly. No, I never watched Madeline. I never saw Madeline when it was on Playhouse Disney. No. Are you sure about what? Being entitled to our opinions, what other shows? I'm still gonna show the Blu-rays, but now we're talking the Playhouse Disney and all that. I know that the Little Mermaid show was shown on Playhouse Disney. It was, but I never saw it when it was on Playhouse Disney. I saw it when it was on Toon Disney when reruns were shown. So is June from Little Einsteins pretty adorable? Yeah, of course. What about Annie? Annie is. Speaking of which, I remember in the early days when I went to Disney World, at a bit of a young age, I remember when the Playhouse Disney characters were present. At one of those restaurants. Well, it's next door to the 50s Primetime Cafe. And that one, because there was a time when the Playhouse Disney characters were present. Little Einsteins, I think JoJo Circus. Handy Mandy. Handy Mandy I also watched. I watched that too. Bear in the Big Blue House. Yes, Bear in the Big Blue House. And I had seen the original Playhouse Disney show with Bear and Big Blue House. So this is what happened when I... So many... What? Oh. What happens in your area? Okay. I'm sorry to hear about that, bro. Yes, I did watch a good majority of Jake and the Neverland Pirates. I technically was still watching Playhouse Disney when it was now Disney Junior. Yep. But not all of the shows. I mean, like, yeah, there was that. Watched a little bit of Barbar. Octonauts? Yeah, Octonauts. Special Agent Osha, well, it was on when it was still Playhouse Disney, that too. Ooh and Ah, those monkeys. Not really. I don't think I really had seen, like, a full episode of Sophie the First. But Doc McStuffins, I have. Yeah, I did. Maybe I saw just a few episodes. Yeah. By the way, because even I kept going. It's like, I kept seeing, like, the Playhouse Disney live on stage show when it had its updates and changes. Like, you know, went from Bear in the Big Blue House to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah. And yeah, because Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, that was another one I watched, of course. Mm-hmm. What else? Doodlebops. Yeah, the Doodlebops. I don't know how many of you would also remember, like, Dan Zanes being on Playhouse Disney. I do. Yeah, My Friends Tigger and Pooh. Now, that one I saw. I don't know why I didn't see Book of Pooh. Oh, well, you know. Let's face it, not every kid is going to, you know. But also, Koala Brothers, there's also that. All right, let's get back to the Blu-rays, because I've been distracted and been talking about, you know. She's calmed down. Who is? Who's calmed down? All right. Okay, so Interview with the Vampire, that, and this being a double feature Blu-ray. I said sheesh. Okay. I do respect you, Eli, but I worry if you become a chud or... No. I don't get involved in that stuff. I stay away from that stuff. I made it very clear, you know? Why would you... And you have no reason to view me in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm still me, you know? Surely you know by now what I'm like, you know? A humble human being I am, so, you know. Or as I was saying, like, this... The double feature pack of Bram Stoker's Dracula... and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Yep. So, glad to actually have that one, so. Dead Poets Society. Oh, my Captain. Yes, that one. Of course. Let's, alright. Just, like, let's all be friends, of course. Like, yeah, I mean, Anchorman and Nate don't know each other that well, but they can through me, of course. So, there's that. And one of my favorites, Ed Wood. Yep, Ed Wood. Oh, yes. This is actually the second copy that I own, because I lost the first copy a long time back, but, you know. So, no, you're all good, Anchorman. Just, like, look. I'm not starting anything, and surely Nate's not either, okay? You're all good, bro. You're all good. So, let's change the subject, because I've been showing off the Blu-rays. We've been talking about kid shows. Smashy says, so did Stanley have a go? Well, yes, of course he did, you know. Proud to say his best friend is a fish, as it goes in the theme song, you know. But, yeah, the Baja Men, yeah, because they perform that song. Okay. By the way, because looking at the Maxine Blu-ray copy and Ty West, because I don't know how many of you known about this, but if you do know, because Well, one of Ty West's next projects, I did a video talking about it. I did a video um, about this where Ty West's next project is going to be Christmas Carol with Johnny Depp as Scrooge. That'll be exciting. I can't wait for that one. And some new additions to the cast members, to the cast of the film, like Sir Ian McKellen, and there's also Rupert Grint and Daisy Ridley. Oh yeah, I can't wait for it. Any more comments? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Which show did you forget? Stanley? Does Stanley have book called... Wait. Yes, he does, yeah. Yep, that's right. It's the great big book of with everything. Great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's a perfect guide. Did you see the... yes, I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not to mention that I think one or two of those deleted scenes made their way into the trailers. They did, yeah. One in particularly where Wanda Sykes and Danny Trejo, they make an appearance in it, but it's in that one deleted scene where they accidentally get in jail. Anyways, well, at least Danny Trejo, he even though his scene was cut from the 2011 Muppets film, he came back. Would still make an appearance, this time in Muppets Most Wanted, so... Alright, let me put these Blu-rays away and get the next batch. Uh-oh, stuck. This one's stuck. Alright. Let's get you back in here. Carefully. Please. Come on. Don't you just hate when they sometimes slip? Ah! I wish you'd see what I'm doing, but, yeah. If you can hear me. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Work with me here. Trying to get you all out of here. Ooh, alright. I just might as well get the last of the others, too, so... Ooh, alright. What comments have I missed so far? Let's see. I loved that lemur. Which one? Oh, yeah, that show. Okay. With what Mashies commented. What did Starglitch comment? I forgot that Jack Black was in Muppets Most Wanted as a cameo. Was he? Was it deleted? I guess I wasn't aware. Alright. Next batch that I'm going to be showing off. Yes. Oh. Puss in Boots, Last Wish. Like I said earlier, I've got a good majority of Universal films on Blu-ray. The entire Pitch Perfect trilogy. I got that as a past Christmas gift. This, too, is a Christmas gift as well. Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Yep. Love Actually, if anybody's seen that. We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, a very underrated animated film from Universal. Freddy vs. Jason. Forgive me if we're trying to stop the stream from being... Yeah, I get you. I know. I'll make sure he's okay. I'll let him know you apologized. Because surely, of course he didn't mean it. So, And I don't, of course, I made it very clear that I don't get into that stuff. Look, my friend Anchorman, he's entitled to his opinion. I respect his opinion, all that. Just because, like, we have different opinions, like, even if it's not politics, like, if it's certain simple opinions, whatever, that doesn't mean, like, it should affect, you know what I'm saying? Like, but not everybody realizes this, and, like, Anyways. Alright, Flintstones. I'm calmed down. I'm just stating, Flintstones, that too. By the way, because around the same time I got the Blu-ray, I actually got my hands on a Fred Flintstone plush. You know, the likeness of John Goodman. All right, it may look like I'm kind of freaking out, but no, I'm not. All right, it may seem that way. I hate when people think that, even like people like those who like me are on the autism spectrum. People think the opposite. Like they think that they're freaking out or anything like that. No, because like it may seem that way. Eh. Also, do I have I also I have friends. Yeah, so we just like it's nothing like really intentional of that it's just simple jokes, simple goofy stupid jokes, what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, I gotta show that. Another one of my favorites, True Grit. I meant to mention this. I think both this, True Grit, from 2010, and Rango, they are two of some of my all-time favorite Western films to come out in the 2010s. That's just me, Anyways, what did Smashy said? What makes Mandy from Greenwich Blue Mandy so cool? Yeah, because she's Mandy. Oh, come on, Nate. You're telling me you haven't seen this? It's fantastic. And that doesn't stop from us, like how good the original is. The original's fantastic. It is. Both the original with John Wayne and this, they're both fantastic. I mean, like, here's the thing. I don't know, like, people say, like, this being a remake of the film. Well, here's the thing. Both True Grit films, they are based off of the same book. So, it's Jeff Bridges, not John. Well, I can't believe you do not like this, because this turned out to be really good, Yeah, the Coen brothers, they don't disappoint, some of the films they've done, so. All right. 3 more Blu-rays to show. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Yeah, Dick Tracy. That too. I'll get to those comments momentarily. I just now finished with this. Monsters vs. Aliens. And wait a second, doesn't this come with the 3D? Yes, it does. Yeah, it comes with the 3D glasses. Yeah, because includes the all-new Adventure of Bob's Break in 3D. Yeah, for glasses inside. Yep, so. I had a DVD copy of this as well, and, of course it had the glasses, And finally, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yep, so that's that. Well, good. Yeah, I do too. It's hard for me to, say, which be some of my top favorite DreamWorks films. Well, technically I do know, but of course, now that we've had Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, yeah, so. How do they work? Don't you know? I don't know. Well, this is a demonstration. How do I set the? How am I gonna set these down? It's not gonna do any good. I'm trying to set these down. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me get the glasses out. Speaking of DreamWorks, how about Flushed Away? Oh yeah, Flushed Away. Good. Which being the third and last. What the heck was that? Third and last. I heard a noise, but third and last Artman film by also part of DreamWorks. The last film for both Artman and DreamWorks, because after that they parted ways. Yes, Prince of Egypt. That's your favorite. Yeah. Wait a second. Last Wish is your Puss in Boots: Last Wish is your number 2 favorite? Nice. And Prince Stallion. Good, nice. That being your number 3 favorite. If we had known, here's the thing, because unfortunately, yeah, as of 2 years ago, I did my review of Last Wish. If we knew each other from like what 2 or 3 years ago, maybe I would have had you on board. Reviewing Last Wish. Yeah. Anyways, so here's one of the 3D glasses that there's a good bunch of them in here. How many are in here? There's 4 that come in the Monsters vs. Aliens Blu-ray. This one, like, yeah, is whoa, jeez Louise. This is funky. A bit funky. Haven't worn one of these in a long time, but yeah, so that was kind of like they're specifically for something to watch on that is 3D, so ugh. Alright, anyways. Well, how did this get in here? There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, is anything else kind of, but let me see. What more comments came out? Let's see. How about Madagascar? Well, of course, yeah. Those are good, too. Alright. Sometime, like, maybe in the next few months, because I do plan on reviewing the 2 DreamWorks films that came out as of this year, 20 years ago. Those, of course, being Over the Hedge and Flushed Away. I know that Nate, he's open. He wants to be a part of the Over the Hedge planned review. The planned review of Over the Hedge. Like, yeah, I was kind of saying it backwards. All right, let me put these away. Oh, that was the noise. One of them fell over in here. And there they go again. Oh my gosh, will you stop falling over, tipping over, and all that jazz? Like, hey. Go, here we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, just one more. Yeah, just wait. Oh yeah, just a few more things to show off. Actually, yeah, because let me get these 2. Alright, a few more to show. These are, one is Blu-ray, but the others are DVDs. Set them down. Well, not only do I have the Back to the Future one, but also have this Back to the Future animated series. Yep. Yeah, because this also came out around the time when the 30th anniversary edition came out of the entire trilogy. Let's see. Oh, you didn't tell me about that before. Well, I mean, just like how I've got the chair almost close up to the tripod, so Chuckles, I find it funny when the Blu-rays fall over. Yeah, like when you got them stacked up, like, even in a drawer. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah. You got them like this. Like, they're in this position, like in a shelf. But, anyways. Okay. Oh, yes. Show these off, too. The Ted Films. Double feature. Thunder Buddies collection. That's a good way for that to be described. Austin Powers, the 3-film collection. It's always fun to get the movie collection DVD sets. I know, but it's pretty funny. Yeah. Road to, yes, I had already reviewed Road to El Dorado. Actually, believe it or not, Road to El Dorado was the first ever 2D DreamWorks animated film I ever watched. And currently, as I do the stream, that is the only 2D DreamWorks animated film that I've reviewed. Anyways. Okay, and Zathura. I had this copy before, but I had gotten a new copy, so at some point I'd like to get, I definitely plan on getting, I'm sure it's out there, yeah. It's been made. And I preferred getting the Blu-ray version, where it contains all 3 Jumanji films, the current 3 Jumanji films, because, well, we have the 4th one coming out later this coming year, so, yeah. Also, not only Rosie Perez voiced show. Yes. Yeah, I remember now. Like, yes. Click. Yeah, that's right. I wish I could find it on YouTube because I remember seeing this. I remember seeing behind the scenes for Go Diego Go. What's some face who voiced the original voice of Go Diego Go being interviewed, and Rosie Perez also being interviewed too. Even seen her in behind the scenes, even singing the theme song that plays for Click, you know? Anyways. Alright, I already showed those. Also, did I show these before? I don't think so. I don't think in a vlog or something, but point being is that I actually got these at a library that, one of those libraries that sells DVDs. Well, basically, like, most of the time, like, you have to rent it with a library card or something. But these ones, I got three. Sorry, three. These ones were on sale. Just get these and, like, yeah, they're all yours. So, these three films I got at a library. Black Swan, which I watched, I think not long after I got this and the other two. Rush, and a pretty good one here. Catch Me If You Can. Yes. Yep. So I gotten those three at a library. And last but not least, yeah. Actually, I'd love to show more, but I don't know, because, like, what time is it now? Because, again, I want to eat dinner soon. It depends. It does depend on which ones are expensive. Like, come on. Not all of them would be expensive, you know. All right, 4 people are here. Who else is here? So far, it's just been Smashy and Nate that have been commenting. What's your thoughts on Well, I've already seen Forrest Gump, and I've done my review on it. If you want to go check out my review of Forrest Gump. Okay, there's Star Glitch. Did you see the work print? Particularly, it is... No, I have not seen the work print. I have seen a few work prints. I've seen the Thomas of the Magic Railroad work print, which technically we weren't at the time supposed to be watching it. But because things happened so fast, I technically did watch, kind of like went through some parts, but still. I saw that, and I've even seen the Nightmare Before Christmas work print. Somehow, like, that managed to make its way on YouTube, but it eventually got taken down, so, oh well. Alright, then the last Blu-ray to show. Now, I got this, yeah, last Christmas. Not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before, back in 2024. The 5-film collection of Superman. Yes. Oh, yes. And perfect timing I had gotten that on account that, well, I had wanted to review... I, of course, had considered on reviewing the Superman films on account of, at that time, the new Superman films release. Right? So... Anyways. Okay. I feel like that there are a few more DVDs I want to show off, but let me see. Let me put these away. Let me put these ones away. Any more comments? Did I miss one? Oh, yes, I did. So what's your thoughts on... Good character. Okay. I like to get them in position, okay. Oh, wait a minute. I kind of had this. Oh, by the way, also, oh yeah, might as well show these too. There's this. Yeah. 2-movie collection, and the same for this one, How to Train Your Dragon, first two. And also these. You ever have those? You ever sometimes get DVDs where they don't come in the box cases? Yeah, I have a few of them. Crash. It's literally the cover, but no box. And this is like in a folder. Well, yeah, it is. It's the Alamo right there. And had this for a while now too. Yeah, before I got the Blu-ray. Yep. Billy Mandy's Big Boogie Adventure. Yep. Oh, I think you might have missed it, Smashy, because wait till you see this. Yeah, this. It's like a bootleg or Blu-ray bootleg or something, you know. Nothing, it's not an official release from, like, say, Warner Brothers or anything like that, but still, you know. It's really cool I got this. Got this for a past Christmas gift. Alright. Let me turn the... Yeah, because there's really, like, no point. Ooh, alright. Finally. Alright, these are the last ones, and I think by this point I'm gonna call it a night. So, yeah. Alright. Some Batman. Yep. However, this one's on me, because one of the discs is missing. The only disc that's in this one is for Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. Oh, well. Well, maybe at some point I'd get Blu-ray copies, but yeah. Somewhere I've got, I think, yeah, I've got Dark Knight in there, but yeah. Oh, yes. Star Wars on Blu-ray. This one from, yeah, this is the one from 2012. Yeah. Because that's what it does say, right? No, from 2011, sorry. Well, you know, it was like, I guess like came out in between, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. What would be the ultimate Blu-ray DVD/Blu-ray release of Star Wars? Maybe this? Probably so. Anyways. I mean, you know, because, I mean, let's face it, because when this came out, there was a good majority of changes. I mean, not that much, but still, you know, even like what came into the prequel trilogy. Most prominently, Yoda and Phantom Menace being computer animated, because, you know, the puppet, how Yoda looked as a puppet in the original release of Phantom Menace, not all that good. Yeah. And this, I'm so glad to still have this, because it's like a treasure, DVD treasure to own and all that. I've had this for many years. And of course, being this. Yeah. Still glad to have this. Yeah. This is a keeper, a treasure and all that. Definitely. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, this being one of those DVD releases in the early 2000s that they were something back then, with all the cool features and all that, and this being a 2-disc, so... Yoda impression, away with your weapon. I mean, you know... Oh, I see, you know, because, like... Also, did you have... I did before, but not anymore. I lost that, too. I think I've been missing on a lot of the comments here. Yes, it was the first DreamWorks film, Smashies. Sorry I missed that comment. It was. What makes, I don't know. I can't remember. You know. Away with your weapon, I mean you no harm. There's my impression of Yoda. I could do better than that, because, I mean, I think I did 1 or 2 voice impression videos of Yoda. Like, Frank Oz is Yoda, and Tom Kane's is Yoda. Yeah. How long have we been going? Okay. 1 hour, 59 minutes, and now, well, now it's 1 hour and 50 minutes in. So, thanks. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah. I think by this point, I'm going to call it a night. Yeah. Hey, there you are, Scott. Listen very carefully, Scott, because Nate wanted me to. In fact, I was going to message you after the stream ended. Nate especially wanted to apologize for what happened earlier. He meant nothing. Like, he didn't mean anything, nothing intentional, and all that. Just, and same goes for me. Like, if I had said anything that maybe it kind of triggered you, well, of course, it was nothing intentional. Okay, so you know. Bork is from Clone Wars. But which character is that again? But you know what? I could just let me. I've got the tablet right in my face. I could just I can look it up. So, but what are some of the other? What was the last comment? Star Glitch. Did you have just the DVD, not the Blu-ray? Not the Blu-ray. I mean, I'd like to, but yeah. I mean, if anything, I'd love to have the Penguins of Madagascar movie. Like, which is Borkus again? I'm Googling it, so. Oh, that guy. Yeah. I'm blanking on what line he says. Do you remember a line, Anchorman, what line he says? What he says in Clone Wars? Because I can't think of it. If you're still here, shout it out, because give me a line or something, because... Oh, wait a second, I think I remember now, because, you are a dishwasher, and you'll always be one, I think that's how it goes, yeah. And I think, yeah, I'm doing the voice right, but just, yeah. You are no soldier, you are a dishwasher. There we go, thank you, bro. Like I said, Anchorman, if, again, Nate apologized, and I apologize, too, with what happened, especially Nate, okay? With what happened earlier, okay? So, look, you haven't really, both of you haven't really known each other anyways, yet, so. But Nate's an all down a nice guy, You've seen the videos we've done, so, alright. My favorite character in Guardians of the Galaxy, no hard feelings on Groot. Groot's a great character, but Rocket's my #1 favorite. I'm just saying. But of course I like Groot. Who doesn't like Groot, Whether if it's grown-up Groot or baby Groot. Anyways. Alright. So I'm gonna plug up that tablet soon. Alright. I mean, look, Anchorman, if you don't want to acknowledge in the comments, that's fine. But look, just hear me out when I say that I'm sorry, And Nate's sorry, too. He especially is sorry. I mean, again, I can't remember if I said anything that might have upset you, which, nothing intentional for me. I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and say I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean that. Okay, but overall, I think that's going to do it for this stream because, been going on for a while. What, almost up to 2 hours? Almost, because where we're up to now, but yeah. I'm glad that I finally got to show off my Blu-ray collection and how many people, came in and out, just, but still. But I think it all turned out pretty good. And maybe by the next stream it might be pretty good. I don't know, because, I mean, I did this on a weekend day, so I don't know. I guess it depends on you guys. If you're able to show up or not. Your schedules and all that. Just let's face it, not everybody is going to tune in all throughout a live stream that happens, right? Just yeah. But well, for me, I did my very best for what all I had to do for the stream. But that's gonna do it. Yep. Now I've got to put the rest of because I've still got some Blu-rays over here on this side and some DVDs here that I'm going to put away, and I'm going to want to eat dinner soon, etc. So, yeah. Yep. But, again, this was fun with what's happened in the stream, even up towards the end. And I hope you guys had a great time. with what all I had to do. Also, the puppets, they came in earlier. Hope you enjoyed seeing them. But, yeah, overall, this was fun, and look forward to doing another live stream. Yep, I'll let you guys know when another stream is going to happen. So, yep, thank you for watching, and anybody who didn't tune in, well, yep, and make sure, like, if you want to give the stream a like, leave any comments, you know, after the stream's done, and yeah, I look forward to streaming again. All right. If you make another live stream, make like a ice cream Sunday or a summer vacation. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, granted, there have been a couple of streams I've done where I have, like, I've been making dinner, but, anyways. Alright, but yeah, thank you for tuning in, Star Glitch. Yep, but that's gonna do it, guys. I had fun, and I look forward to doing another stream, and look forward to what's coming up, what else is coming up next on the Lulu channel, regular uploads and all that. I'll see you guys in the next video and in the next live stream and so on. Take care, you have a good and safe night, happy belated New Year, and peace out. Bye-bye.